am the King's butler. We have come to Downton in advance of their Majesties.
Downton Abbey 3 is set to have its most emotional moment yet. Michelle Dockery says the movie is a beautiful film and promises it'll be a true tribute to Maggie Smith, calling it a real send-off to the legendary actress. So yeah, grab the tissues, Downton Abbey fans. This one's going to hit hard. Michelle Dockery says Downton Abbey 3 isn't just a farewell to the series, but also a heartfelt goodbye to Dame Maggie Smith's unforgettable Violet Crawley. In a recent interview, Dockery talked about what it felt like being back on set for one last go and how this final chapter feels like an unexpected gift for both fans and the cast. While the show has always been about its strong ensemble, Maggie Smith's Dowager Countess has always stood out with her sharp comebacks and classic one-liners. Dockery called the upcoming film a beautiful tribute to Smith, promising it'll be a touching and memorable send-off. Dockery said, "It's a beautiful film. For us, it was such a treat to come back together again. The film is a real tribute to Maggie Smith." She also shared some excitement about Paul Giamatti's return. He first showed up as Harold Levinson, Lady Mary's uncle, back in Season 4. She said, "Working with Paul again was wonderful. He's so much fun, and since he was already part of the family, it was great having him back on set. I'm really excited to see the final film." When fans heard that Paul Giamatti was coming back for Downton Abbey the grand finale, they were pretty surprised. His character, Harold Levinson, Cora Crawley's brother, only showed up for one episode back in Season 4, so it didn't seem like he'd have a big comeback. But in a new interview with Entertainment Weekly, Giamatti revealed his role in the final movie is actually super important. He admitted he was really surprised himself when Julian Fellowes invited him back. He called his character marginal in Season 4, but teased that someone thought it was a good idea to make him very important this time around. He said, "I do something quite important in this movie. I was like, wow, this is random. I have a lot to do with the end of this whole series. I do something of real significance. Good or bad, I'm not going to say, but I do something that makes a big difference to how everything ends." Coming back to Michelle Dockery, she said the plan to wrap up Downton Abbey with a trilogy was actually there from the very start. Dockery revealed, "I think there was always an intention to do 3 films. I think the trilogy of films was an intention. But no, I'm not entirely sure. I guess that was what was thought of initially. But it's amazing that we got to do that many films. I mean, we would have been very happy to do one, but the demand was to do more, and it's been an incredible experience." For Michelle Dockery, the last day of filming was super bittersweet, a moment she'll never forget because it marked such an important chapter in her life. She said, "We've had so many last times, thinking back on all the finales they've done, from the TV series to the movies. But this time around, I think we really relished every minute. It being the last, it felt really, really special. Like anything, when something comes to an end, it's emotional but just such a happy place to be. It's always been a very happy place to be, and a wonderful thing to be part of for the last 15 years. Dockery admitted there's always a chance they might do a Christmas special, classic British TV stuff, with a hopeful "you never know," but it's pretty clear everyone involved treated this movie as the final chapter for the Crawley family. Downton Abbey star Joanne Froggatt, who's back as Anna Bates, teased in a Metro interview that while the plot is still a secret, the third movie will bring a meaningful, full-circle ending for a bunch of characters. "We come to the core of the family and the servants, what the future will be, and looking back at where the family has got to now," said the actor, who appeared in all 52 episodes of the show. "It's a beautiful full-circle moment that it comes to at the end." Froggatt didn't spill any more about the upcoming movie, but she did look back on her time with the show, saying that winning a Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actress back in 2014 was definitely one of the biggest highlights of her career. "I'll be forever grateful. It was a nerve-wracking, fabulous fairy tale night. I'll never forget it," she recalled. "There was a stage where reality TV came in and it was all the rage. There wasn't much drama being made in the UK. That was sad, but then eventually it came good again, and Downton Abbey was one of the first shows to sort of bring back the eagerness for good drama. It's been amazing to ride it all out and still be around to tell the tale." She also mentioned she's never been tempted to do reality TV, saying, "100% no, I'm an actor. My personal life is not for sale." Along with her, the cast returning includes Elizabeth McGovern, Hugh Bonneville, Michelle Dockery, Laura Carmichael, Jim Carter, Phyllis Logan, Robert James Collier, Alan Leach, Penelope Wilton, Leslie Nichol, Michael Fox, Raquel Cassidy, Brendan Coyle, Kevin Doyle, Harry Haddon-Payton, Sophie McShera, and Douglas Reith. Over the years, the cast has been asked if they'd come back for another Downton project, and pretty much everyone's been hopeful. Leslie Nichol, who plays Mrs. Patmore, said in 2022, "I never say never because I'm an eternal optimist. I have nothing to back this up, but I wouldn't be talking out of turn if I said I'm sure the cast would be happy to do more." She added that it depends on whether people still want to go to theaters since the world has changed a lot. As for James Collier, who plays Butler Barrow, he's all in for a third movie regardless of audience size. He told Yahoo, "I'd definitely be up for it. Even if nobody watched this one, we'd say sod you lot, we're making a third one anyway." That's true even though his character left at the end of the second film to travel with Guy Dexter. There will be some new faces too. Jolie Richardson, Alessandro Nivola, Simon Russell Beale, and Artie Frushan are all joining the cast in roles that haven't been revealed yet. The director of the last film, Curtis, said he's interested but hasn't fully committed to another Downton project yet. He told Town & Country, "I'd certainly be interested in reading it, but I don't know. There's no argument for it or against it. It's all up to Julian Fellowes. He always seems to pull some rabbit out of a hat. He's such a great writer." So for all of us, it's a wait and see. Downton Abbey 3 will hit theaters on September 12, 2025. I am really excited to see this one. The second Downton Abbey movie had its rough spots. The first 15 or 20 minutes felt a bit rushed, but overall it was really enjoyable. After the first film, it seemed like the story might be running out of steam, but this sequel proved that wasn't the case. The visuals, especially the scenes in France, were stunning, and the jazz-infused soundtrack was a real highlight. The plot did a great job continuing the storylines fans already knew and loved. Characters like Violet, Tom, and Lucy got strong development, and it was great to see Edith and Bertie shining as one of the best couples in the series. Edith going back to work was a nice touch too. Cora's storyline felt a little random, probably just to give the actors some spotlight moments, which they definitely earned. Molesley got more to do beyond comic relief, and his scenes with Baxter were adorable. Andy and Daisy are now married, and Daisy was much more likable this time around. Her teaming up with Anna to support Miss Dalglish was unexpectedly sweet. There were some fun fan moments, like Jim Carter and Imelda Staunton's charming hat shop scene and the servants dressing up. Barrow rocking 1870s hair was a surprisingly fun detail. All in all, I am excited for the third movie and might even inspire a rewatch of the whole series from the start. Thanks for hanging out and diving into all things Downton Abbey. What moment or character are you most looking forward to in the third movie? Drop your thoughts below. I'd love to hear what you're excited about. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any updates on this and other great movies coming up. Catch you next time.